Good morning, students. Let's start our second video on the topic constructor. In this video, we will discuss about the user-defined constructor. Let's recap the previous video. So, constructor is of two types. First one is known as a default constructor and second one is known as a user-defined constructor. So, a constructor defined by the Java compiler is known as a default constructor. So if in program no constructor is there, then Java compiler automatically call a constructor function at the time of creation of the object, and that constructor is known as a default constructor. When user wants to define the data members with their own values, so that constructor is known as what? User defined constructor. So the user defined constructor is defined by the user. Default constructor is defined by the Java compiler. Default constructor initializes the data member with the default values. User defined constructor defines the data member according to the user. User defined constructor is of three types: default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. A constructor that takes no parameter is known as a default constructor. A constructor that takes a parameter is known as a parameterized constructor. A constructor that is used to copy one object into another is known as a copy constructor. Defined constructor is a default constructor. So the use of the class name as a function followed by the empty parenthesis is known as a default constructor or non-parameterized constructor. So a constructor function that takes no parameter is known as a default constructor. So in constructor, the name of class and name of function is same. If it is defined by the user, that constructor is known as a default constructor. It takes no parameter, that's why it is known as non-parameterized constructor. So default constructor is also known as a non-parameterized constructor. Next is a syntax. How can we define a user-defined default constructor? Syntax is the class name, data member 1, 2 and 3. Then define a constructor function class name, and here is what? Parenthesis. Then data member equal to value 1 and data member 2 equal to value. For example, here is a class that is item. The data members are int a, float b, char c and string s. Here is a constructor function. Name of a function and name of a class is same. Class is defined by the keyword class and function ends with a parenthesis. Constructor returns no value, not even a void. Here is a definition of constructor. So integer initialize with the 0. B initialize, that is float 0.0, character with single quotes and string with double quotes. Here is a main. When we create an object, so constructor is automatically called at the time of creation of the object. No need to call like this ob.item, it's wrong. All function you can call with the help of what? The object. But constructor we can't call with the help of object. It is called at the time of creation of the object. So whenever you create object, here you see the name of a function and name of a class is same. So this function is what? Constructor. It construct the what? It construct the object OB. During the construction of the object OB, it gives what? The data members to the object A, B, C and S. So the value of A, whenever here is a call of function, so control moves to the definition of a constructor. So it gives, initializes the A with 0, B with 0.0, Character with single quotes and string with what? Double quotes. So it constructs the object OB, and during the construction of the object OB, it provides the initial value to the data member. So all of you learn, children, how can we define a constructor, user defined default constructor. Next is a parameterized constructor. So name is a constructor function that takes a parameter is known as a parameterized constructor, or the use of the class name as a function followed by parameter within the parenthesis is known as a parameterized constructor. The actual values to the argument of the parameterized constructor is passed at the time of creation of the object of the class. Always remember, means whenever parameterized constructor are there, you create a object passing a parameter. A parameterized constructor is a member method with the same name as a class, which is used to initialize the instance variable. Instance variable means object with the help of parameter passed at the time of creation of the object. Here is the syntax. How can we define a parameterized constructor? Class name, data member 1, data member 2, class name, parameter 1 and parameter 2. So parameterized constructor takes a parameter. So 2 data members, so 2 parameter. Data member 1 equal to parameter 1 and data member 2 equal to parameter 2. So learn the syntax. How can we define a parameterized constructor? See here example. Class is number. Data member is A and B. So for 2 data member, here is a 2 parameter. First int x for A and double y for B. So here you write, how can we write? So pass 2 data member int x comma double y. So you all are knowing parameter pass at the time of function definition is known as a formal parameter. Here is what? A and B. So assign x, A equal to x and B equals to y. So A will store the value of x and B will store the value of y. Then void main create object. So whenever the parameterized constructor is there, so in that case, when you create a object, pass here a parameter. So at the time of creation of object means here is a constructor call. So these are what? The actual parameters of the constructor function. So whenever we call here, the control moves to function definition. The value of 10 copied into x and 10.5 copied into y. Then the value of A is so OB, A is here and B is here. In A the value 10 and in B the value is what? 10.5. So always remember, whenever you create a parameterized constructor, so at the time of creation of object, always pass here a parameter. Here is a integer and double. So you pass the integer and double variable. Why? Because constructor is automatically called at the time of creation of the object. So whenever the parameterized constructor is there, so at the time of creation of object, always pass the parameter. Next type of constructor is a copy constructor. So a constructor that is used to copy the object of one value into another, that is known as a copy constructor. See the definition here. A constructor that is used to initialize the instance variable of an object by copying the initial value of the instance variable from the another object is known as a copy constructor. Constructor construct the object. Copy constructor copy the object of one value into another. So when it is called, It is called whenever we copy the one object value into another. This is a syntax. How can we define a copy constructor? To define class, then data member, then define a constructor and pass object as a parameter, means object of class as a parameter. So object of a class always has a data member. So it has two data members, data member 1 and data member 2. How can we refer? Object dot data member 1, object dot data member 2. So data member 1 equal to object dot data member 1, data member 2 equal to object dot data member 2. See the example: class number, data member A and B, parameterized constructor here, double x and y, so a equal to x, b equal to y. This one is copy constructor. Number OB, so OB has two things, a and b, data members. So OB dot a and OB dot b. OB dot a means data member of object OB, data member of object OB, that is b. So a equals to OB dot a and b equals to OB dot b. Here is a construction of object OB. So parameterized constructor, it will call the parameterized constructor. So during the creation of object OB, two data members, A is initialized with 10 and B with the value 10.5. Here is the creation of another object OB1. And here when we call a constructor, here we are passing OB. Means when we pass the OB, it will call the copy constructor. Value of OB is copied into this object OB. So OB dot A means 10 is assigned in A of object OB1. A equal to 10 and B equals to 10.5. So the value of object OB is copied into OB1. That is a work of a copy constructor. Next topic is a constructor overloading. Here is a question: we can overload a constructor? Yes, we can overload a constructor. So what is the constructor overloading? A process of using a number of constructor with the same name but a different types of parameter is known as a constructor overloading. So if name is same and forms are different, name is same, here is a number, but forms are different. Here is no parameter, here is a parameterized constructor, this one is a default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. So a number of constructors used in a program will have their names as a class name. Hence they are overloaded. So here is a default constructor initializes A with 0 and B with 0.0. A is initialized with the formal argument x and B is initialized with the formal argument y. Here is the object OB. A is initialized with the data member of object OB. So how can refer the data member of object OB? OB dot A. OB dot B is the data member of object OB. So A equals to OB dot A and B equals to OB dot B. So children, learn all the rules. How can we define the default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. Learn the definition of constructor overloading and the example how can we overload a constructor. Children, start doing the questions from your book. In next video, I will explain some of them.